Today, I'm going to show you guys how to make $100 per day on Instagram by flipping accounts. Guys, this is a super simple method of making money, and it's super interesting in my opinion. People are making a lot of money with this, and today I'm going to get into exactly how you can start your own Instagram account flipping business. So before I get a little bit more into how to make $100 per day flipping Instagram pages, I do want to set some expectations with this method. So number one, as I mentioned in the beginning of today's video, this is a super simple method of making money online. Everything you need to know about flipping Instagram pages is pretty much going to be covered in today's video. This is really easy to kind of get started with. There's only a couple of things you need to know, and I'm going to be going over that today. So number two, there is some capital needed to get started with this method. You're actually going to have to put a little bit of money up front to go ahead and buy these Instagram pages, but you can get started making money flipping Instagram pages with as little as $100. So that's pretty cool. It's not super capital intensive, but you do need a little bit of money to get started. And number three, this is a worldwide method. You can flip Instagram pages from anywhere in the world. You can do it from home. You can do it if you live in Australia. You can do it if you live in China. It really doesn't matter where you live. You can make money with this method from anywhere in the world. And another great thing is you can do this from home on your own time. Now that I've set some expectations with how you guys can make $100 per day flipping Instagram accounts, I do want to let you guys know what exactly flipping Instagram accounts is for those of you guys that don't know. So basically, it's the process of buying Instagram accounts at a low price and reselling them for more money. There's a few different ways that you can actually make money buying and selling Instagram accounts. I'm going to be getting into that later in today's video, but that is the basic concept, right? You're going to be buying Instagram accounts for either below market value and reselling them, or you're going to be buying Instagram accounts at market value, growing them, and then reselling them for more money. So now that you guys know exactly what flipping Instagram accounts is, you're probably wondering, how can I get started making $100 per day flipping Instagram accounts? So the first thing you guys need to be doing is you need to pick a niche of pages that you want to flip. When I was looking into the Instagram game, I learned that you have to pick a niche. You can't just be flipping, entrepreneur theme pages and, entertainment based pages. And the reason for that is you need to know pricing for how much you should be buying pages for. And it gets kind of complicated if you have to memorize pricing for a bunch of different niches. So I always recommend that you start with a niche of pages and just continue flipping in that niche and don't go outside of that niche. So by a niche, I mean like a kind of genre of pages you want to flip. That can be business, that can be makeup, it can be dog care, it can really be anything. It just has to be a niche that you are willing to stick to and master. So now that you've picked a niche of pages that you want to get started flipping, it's time to look for pages to purchase. So some tips I have is you should be looking for pages with a good size following. I recommend going for pages that have no less than 30,000 followers. And obviously, if you have less capital, you might want to buy smaller pages. But if you have a little bit more money to work with, I always recommend that you go for pages with like 30K or more followers, so you actually get your money's worth. Because it's pretty easy to grow an Instagram page to like 3,000 to 5,000 followers, but after that, it gets kind of difficult to get to the point where you're consistently getting posts to pop and get a lot of, followers from those posts. But if you're buying a little bit more of an established page, you will have a little bit more luck kind of getting the page off the ground. And if you want to continue growing it, it'll be easier once the page is at a larger following. Also, the second tip I have for you guys when looking for Instagram pages is you want to go for pages that have a minimum of of 5% engagement. This is important because you don't want to be buying pages with fake followers. That is super important. Engagement rate and the number of followers a page has is the two most important things you should be looking at when trying to appraise a page. And obviously the price that you're going to be paying for a page really depends on the niche. I'm going to be getting more into how to price a page later in today's video, but for now we're going to be talking about how to actually find pages that you could go out and buy. So the first method has to do with the simple Instagram DM. So let's say you're looking for pages in the dog niche. So you're just going to look up dogs, and here you can see that a bunch of pages pop up. And this first one here is Baby Animal DC. Obviously, you would not want to buy this page because it only has 589 followers, but you kind of get the point. If the page had, 589,000 followers and you had a good amount of money to actually go out and buy a page, you might be interested in potentially buying it. So you would just literally go ahead and DM this person, send them a message, and be like, hey, would you be interested in selling your page? And if they said no, then you just move on. And if they said yes, you try and negotiate a price. And obviously you would want to verify that this page has really good engagement before you buy it. For this page, the engagement is super good because they have really low followers. You can see they're getting like 150 or 100 likes per post, and they have 589 followers. So that's like a 20% engagement rate, which is super, super good, but the page obviously only has 500 followers, so you wouldn't be interested in buying it. Another website you could look at to go ahead and buy an Instagram page is this website called Fameswap, and you can see here they have a bunch of different Instagram pages for sale. A bad thing that I really don't like about the website Fameswap is they don't show you the full username. So you're going to go ahead and message the seller of the page and ask for the full username so you can actually look at the page and verify the engagement rate that it says right here. So you can see here, this page has 800,000 followers at 2% engagement. You would have to verify that the engagement is really that good if you wanted to buy the page. Obviously, since it's only 2% engagement, it's probably not the best page you would want to go out and buy. But all in all, Fameswap can be a great place for you to actually go out and look for an Instagram page to purchase. You just have to communicate with the seller a little bit. If they, for some reason, refuse to give you the full name of the Instagram page, don't even mess with them. Don't buy the page. Like, that would be really stupid if they don't give you the full name. You would obviously not want to buy it then. So that's a tip I have for you guys with Fameswap. It can be a great place to look for an Instagram page to purchase. The final website we're going to be talking about today on a place you could go out and buy an Instagram page on is this website called Consultation. You can see here it's pretty similar to Fameswap. They have the full username listed of the pages, however, so that's really awesome. That's why I kind of like the website Consultation better than Fameswap. But you can see here that they're selling a bunch of different pages on this website in different niches. So you can go through, kind of look at all these pages. You can see this is a Instagram page, Lori Travel Love. It has 7,100 followers. They're selling it for $165. So you can go on Instagram, look up this Instagram account username, and see how the engagement rate is with the page. And if the engagement rate is pretty good, you might want to go out and buy this page, Lori Travel Love. Alright, so now that you guys know how to find these Instagram pages to eventually resell, I want to give you guys some tips on buying Instagram accounts and actually making money with this method and making up to $100 per day flipping Instagram pages or more. So number one, you want to see what similar sized pages in your niche are going for. You don't want to overpay for accounts that you want to go out and buy, since the purpose of this is buying and reselling, buying low and selling high. So you definitely do not want to overpay for accounts. So you just want to talk to experts of big pages in your niche and see how much pages are actually going for. So the short time I was kind of in the Instagram page looking at purchasing Instagram accounts, I learned that 100,000 follower page in the business niche goes for like $1,000. So I kind of gauged off of that. If it had like 50,000 followers in the business niche, I would be paying $500. If it had 25,000 followers, I would pay $250. And obviously the business niche is probably a more expensive niche for Instagram pages, since a lot of like advertisers are willing to pay a lot of money to market on these types of pages. So if you're in a different niche, a 100,000 follower page is likely a lot cheaper. The second tip I have for you guys, if you're looking to get into the Instagram flipping game, is always buy Instagram pages using PayPal goods and service payment. This will help you avoid getting scammed, because you hear those horror stories of people who buy Instagram pages and then they never get access to the account. So that really stinks if that would happen to you. So always buy with PayPal goods and services, because that way, if that person tries to scam you, you can get your money back. So always pay PayPal goods and services, never pay PayPal friends and family. All right, and finally, to wrap this up, I do want to give you guys the 2 methods that you can actually make money reselling Instagram accounts. So the first method is the buy low, sell high method. And this is basically where you get Instagram pages under market value and you immediately sell them for a profit. So for example, if you get a 100,000 follower Instagram page with like 5% engagement in the business niche, for $800, you would immediately go flip that for a $200 profit by selling it for $1,000. So that is a method a lot of people use. You just have to have good negotiation skills, and you have to be able to find Instagram pages that you know you can resell for a profit. The second method of flipping Instagram pages is the buy pages, grow them, and sell them for a profit method. This is basically where you buy pages probably at market value, you go ahead and grow them, and then you sell them for a profit. So if you buy a 50,000 follower page in the business niche for, let's say, $500, and then you grow that page to 100,000 followers and flip it for $1,000, you just made a $500 profit. So some tips I have for you guys with your growing Instagram pages is you should make sure to post frequently on that account and look for viral posts in your niche to repost on your account. I hope that makes sense. Those are like the 2 main things I've learned from people who actually do Instagram as a living and they grow Instagram pages for a living. So those are some important things to know if you're interested in actually growing pages and then reselling them for a profit. Okay guys, with that all being said, I think that about wraps up today's video. If you found this video helpful, please be sure to drop a like and also leave me a comment down below letting me know that this video helped you. Anyways guys, thank you so much. If you made it to the end, please be sure to check out some more videos on the Financial Wolf channel. Peace out.